Candles, fibs, crosses, EMAs. It's the tools of the day trade. Don't be a noob and trade on websites that don't give you BitBoy bonuses. Click the link in the description to get set up on ByBit or Femex and get an insane sign-up bonus for being part of the BitSquad. Leverage trade responsibly, but do it the right way on Femex or ByBit. Bonus details in the links below.
BitBoy Crypto Morning Tea. Good morning, everybody. It's January 5th, 2022. My name's Piano Matty B. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni, bringing the data. The FOMO index is at 24 from yesterday's 23. Bitcoin dominance is still at 39.4%. 24-hour volumes at 90 billion. The overall market cap is 2.24 trillion. Give or take 100 million. G minor 7th. Well, 24 hours later, and we are essentially at the same level we were yesterday, which is about 46.8. We were actually at 46.7 this time yesterday, so we're up a cool hundo. In that time, price action rallied up to the 50 moving average at 47.5. But insta-rejection, like old school bar days insta-rejection. In the olden days, you see, humans would go out to bars. I know it's weird, but I'll explain. Bars sold small amounts of poison with sugar on it. And people would then make horrible decisions and feel like they had the flu the next day. It's what they did for fun. But whilst at the bar, the men, generally speaking, would approach the female of the species and ask them if they'd like to go on a date. And I'm not going to get into what a date is because that's even more bizarre. But if the female of the species said no before the male could get the full question out, that was an instant rejection. And that's what we got yesterday from the 50. Price action plummeted down to 45.4. The entire retail market gasped and screamed, "The bull run is over." Then price action has been rallying ever since. We currently broke up and over the 20 moving average and are now probably going to test the 50 again at 47.1. Now that also corresponds with this level of resistance as we see a series of lower highs, and that's like asking said girl out on a date and her friends elbow her and say, Now, following textbook TA, we should probably get rejected, then head back down to our level of support, which is ever so slightly rising up as well. Forming a little bit of a triangle or wedge, if it were. And tomorrow morning, we'll likely be testing the bottom at about 46-ish. Then Friday, make our way back up to resistance at 46.6. As we coil up on the weekend, and once you know, it's that time zone of January 8th we've been talking about. Traditionally speaking, this is how arranging patterns such as this should play out. Now if a whale or whale comes in and pumps or dumps it, then obviously we'll break this pattern, but that is not TA. Whales are never factored into price action probability because it's just random acts of pumpage. Like a flash flood, whether men or women, I suppose, meteorologists to be precise. They don't say there's a 67% chance of cloudy skies and a 1% chance of a flash flood. They just happen when they happen, and we continue on. As retail traders continue to bite their lips saying, "Come on, guys, I need some action," the market reacts with nothing but ranges and channels. This is the Fear and Greed Index, and this is price action over it. While there is still some room to go down, we are more or less at our historical bottom. And that's right where the market loves to put retail traders. In a state of lip-biting fear. That's when it historically moves, and while it might not be bad or up for the huge pump, it's definitely on deck. At the very least, she's washing dishes. And that's a baseball reference. You see, you're either at bat or you're on deck, next at bat. And then the next guy is said to be washing dishes. And I know it makes absolutely no sense at all. But sometimes, neither does the market. So remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected lead. That's right. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. BitBoy Crypto Morning Tea. Hey, whoa, cha cha cha.